I came to the decision that the best way for me to explain everything that's happening in my brain about Amazing Spider-Man stuff is to break everything up in separate videos. So this video it's all going to tie together to the big motive video of why Norman Osborn is doing everything. But I feel that for me to make it the most understandable and for me to for it to be easier with me, that breaking it up is good. And also do schedule Mondays and Tuesdays Spider-Man videos, entertainment videos, you know, stuff like that. Wednesdays, Fridays, Mondays, Tuesdays, Wednesdays and Fridays gonna be, you know, the video games video stuff. Thursdays, editing day. Editing day. Okay, I'm gonna try to see if I can do videos every day, but that can be difficult. If I do that, it would be like some direct uploads. And it's not gonna be bad with the quality, but yeah, it's not gonna be like graphics and stuff popping it up if it's direct upload. So yeah, just letting you guys know. Yeah. Now this, as I wanna first of all, I want to make this as clear as possible. Everything I'm saying could be wrong. Mark Webb could be going a completely different way. Okay, I don't want you guys to have this opinion, like have this thought, Venom is right, and then when it comes out and I'm wrong, you're like, Venom, what the heck, man? Yeah, I don't want you guys to think that. I want you guys to hear what I'm saying and to formulate your own thoughts about it. I'm not here saying this is fact. I'm just saying this is what I think. This is what I think. This is me speculating, okay? You see the title, I'm talking about who's responsible for Peter's parents' death, okay? So, there's this person, this man in the shadows, and people have this idea that he is responsible for my perception. My thoughts on this is that he is not. Now that's what this video is about, okay? First of all, if you didn't know, in the Amazing Spider-Man franchise, it seems like we don't know concretely, but we have an idea based on something that we saw on a computer screen in Amazing Spider-Man 1 talking about Peter's parents dying in a plane crash. And in the comic books, a character named the Gentleman being tied to Peter's parents and a whole bunch of stuff. Now in the movies, the man in the shadows, we have this idea that he is the person that is going to be the one that enables Peter's parents' deaths to occur with the plane crash. We already know that they do die in a plane crash, but the thing is, I want you guys to stop thinking about the man in the shadows. Stop thinking about the man in the shadows, okay? He is not as important as you guys think he is currently. Right now, he isn't. He is not as important as you guys think he is. He is a ploy. He is going to be a person that we look at and think about. I'm like, who is that? Why is he doing this? It's going to be like, think of a magician, right? An illusion, okay? The person doing the trick, they're trying to preoccupy you and make you pay attention to something else while the trick is actually happening, okay? Think of it like that. The man in the shadows is going to be the person that we're like, who is he? What is he doing? And we're not going to be actually paying attention to what is actually happening. The man in the shadows is going to be the one that puts Peter's parents' deaths into play. But we're not going to know who the person he's working for is. We're not even going to think he's working for someone. We're going to think that he is the guy that's just setting everything up. When in reality, he's not. The person that's going to be the puppet master is Norman Osborn. I want you guys to remember that. Norman Osborn is the main player. He is the arch nemesis. As of right now, with the untold story, the Man in Shadows works for Norman Osborn. We got this from when Reese Ifans, he said this himself. The Man in the Shadows, he works for Norman Osborn. He's not Norman Osborn. He works for Norman Osborn. He works for Norman Osborn, which now we want to think about the Gentleman. If you didn't know, the Gentleman is a character that was in the comic books, and he actually formed his own version of the Sinister Six, and he had ties to Peter's parents. If you want to hear about it, check out the video in the description below by 7 Webhips. Check out that video. He really talks about it and stuff and stuff. But what he says, I don't agree with. He says something like, the Man in Shadows is basically the head honcho. That's the feel that you get from his video. And I do not agree with that. Now, I'm going to say some reasons why I believe Norman Osborn is the person that is in charge, okay? This is tied to Peter's parents. And Peter's parents worked at Oscorp. And Oscorp CEO is Norman Osborn. They're introducing Harry Osborn for a reason. They're introducing him for a reason. Like I said, a magician and an illusionist, they want you to pay attention to something over here while something is really happening behind their back. They want to draw your eyes to something else. Man in the Shadows. We're going to see most likely whenever something is happening, Man in the Shadows is going to be the person that did it. Right? We're going to be like, who is that person? That person is tied to something. That person is really, the person is doing stuff, okay? But he's doing stuff because he's being told to by Norman Osborn. Norman Osborn is the head honcho. Norman Osborn is the person that is in charge. Now, why is he in charge? That goes to the motive video. Why is he doing everything? Why is he creating villains, okay? Why? That goes to the motive video. I'll touch on that in that video. But I just want you guys to remember, the untold story is based around Norman Osborn. I think it's based around Norman Osborn because this is all centered around Oscorp. And with Norman Osborn dying, he's dying when Peter is trying to figure out what happened to his parents. Think about that, the convenience. Norman Osborn is dying when Peter's trying to figure out what's happening to his parents. Now, I'm not trying to get you to think, oh, Norman Osborn is faking his death. I don't want you to think that. But I want you to think this. Would Norman Osborn want to die? First of all, would Norman Osborn, a billionaire, this dude is a genius, would he want to die? Okay, and why? Why would he send Harry Osborn off to Ravencroft Institute? Why would he send Harry Osborn, his son, off to a boarding school? I want to get your mind moving, get your mind going, okay? So I just want to share some information with you. The untold story is going to be tied to Norman Osborn. We're not going to, until the third one, we're not going to know that much about him. We're going to know a little bit, we're going to see him on the screen a few times. We're going to see him. As I said, I think he's going to die, and that's when we're going to be introduced to Harry Osborn as the villain. Until the third one is revealed, he's not. And the person that's actually been doing everything behind the scenes is Norman Osborn. Like I said, the motive video, I'm going to explain a lot more. I'm going to go into more detail. Things may be a bit vague right now, but at least you guys are starting to get, you're just taking that first step onto my ideas. Alright, so yeah. What do you guys think about this? Let me know in the comment section below. So thank you guys for watching. Norman Osborn is the person in charge. The Man in the Shadows works for Norman Osborn. Okay? The Man in the Shadows works for Norman Osborn. Norman Osborn is in charge. Norman Osborn is the nemesis. He is the big villain. He's the big baddie, not the Man in the Shadows. Remember that. Norman Osborn is the big baddie. He is the person that's setting everything up, not the Man in the Shadows. Think about that. Think about that. So I thank you guys for watching. Peace out. Later. Oh, and this also, I can say something about Dr. Ratha. Dr. Ratha. Maybe he's tied into something. I don't know. He's dead, though. So anyway, peace out, guys. Let me know what you guys think in the comment section below. So thank you guys for watching, and peace out. Just check out my past videos. Yeah. Alright, peace.
Venom 2 million.